India is going west on this new episode because we've struck a big goal by taking most of Persia, except for areas that were taken over by the Yazidi, or in those parts of Sistan, which has been split off between the Makran of the Persian Seljuk and the Merwan Yasan of the Idrisi Demiri. And also the Zoroastrian kingdom has been risen after a recent liberation war which they have won over the Seljuks, which to me I would ignore this threat, and I ignored the threat and I focused more on the relevant regions of what I would think is what I'm trying to perform is basically a kind of emulating Alexander the Great's conquest, but in reverse, where we start from India and we're going to try to get all the way to Greece and Paris around the Macedonia area where they came from. And maybe eventually the rest of Eastern Europe. I don't want the whole of Europe or even all the way to the British. No, that would be too late for that. Reason why Eastern Europe as a possible, little expand influence before series end? It's just payback for rejecting Hinduism. For Serbia, Pannonia, Poland, Lithuania, Finland, all those areas, they rejected Hinduism when we attempted to spread our area to there many centuries ago. And I didn't like that. We were just trying to spread peace and love and dharma and all that. It's not to be. Right, for these newly conquered areas, we'll create the kingdom title of Persia, as well as the Raja Faz and the Raja Mafasa, which all gains will go to the Maharani. She will get all of it. Yep. Persia is hers. So it's like, yes, they're the Seljuk dynasty. It used to be Seljuk territory, but now this is our Seljuk vassal, which they're Hindus. In which we hope one day we would get this bloodline for future generations. Perhaps a daughter or so can only do that. Fortunately, there's a secret Sunni society around here. We don't know how many. As a defensive pact has been formed against me, now that I've got that threat level up. It kind of makes me wonder, hey, I got an idea. On a previous episode, after Persia, I thought about expanding into Baghdad. Raj of Baghdad. Emirate of Baghdad area. And a reason for that? House of Wisdom. Because that area is a great library wonder, which is in full form since 862. And which kind of got me to thinking, hey, if we take that part of Iraq, then we get the library wonder. And we can put our money to there, and we get all the good stuff and potential collection artifacts that we never had before. Yeah. It's against my better judgment. So we will fight in a holy war for Baghdad, which we don't call me a truce breaker. So remember, we already used up the invasion cost spell. It's once in a lifetime, so we did it under Vikram. They call me the Terrible because I won the invasion, rather than due to my traits, and not because of my intrigue. I would like to think that's propaganda that they call me the Terrible. But remember, once we fight the weakened Seljuk Empire, the other Sunni vassals are going to step up. So that I would have to be precarious. Although not all of them are Sunni. There's even a Shia ruler there, which he will not be bothered. It's just we're going to be largely up against the little guys. I'm sure it's a bit of all, and then I think we're doing the Zoroastrians a favor. Even though our views between Hinduism and Hinduism, we're not best friends. We do not like each other. Because they're of a Mazdan group. Ours is Eastern. We can never be friends this way unless I want to create my own Zoroastrian vassal. Like if we do expand it there, maybe I'd create a Zoroastrian vassal of my own to be representing them. Just like with the Muslim minority here. But, since I'm a gambling man, well, not really. Screw it! I'm gonna break the rules here. I'll be a truce breaker, and they'll give me a reason why they call me the Terrible. So, kaboom! A lot of Sunni countries are going to be joining up against us. They're going to be mad as hell for this. So, in this case, march on to here. Yazd is a good place for supplying. Matter of fact, all rally points go to Yazd. Can't raise you. Because you lack troops. And it... Actually, we do have access to seaport. In fact, you'll get there by ship. For Sindh, Gujarat, Maharashtra. Those guys too. Since these are pretty considerable numbers. Oh, and what's left of... What the hell is going on over there? Yeah, you all be transported by ship. In which you would be... Oh, hell. I know it's going to be a big war, so... Get everybody here. Except you. We're just going to take ships here, then press reinforcements. We're expecting a big war anyhow. Breaking them rules again. So now they have a reason of why they call me the Terrible. Because I'm a rule breaker. Khuzestan is your destination. It's got good supply. Hopefully enough for all of us. Because I'm not sending all of India that way. No. Just considerably enough. And once our domain troops scatter in Chola, then we'll get our navy. While I will lead to the front lines. Glad you're a loyalist, but I will transfer your vassalage to her after this. Yeah, I had to declare holy war before all these defensive packs come up when more members join. It's a smart move, but it's also a very cautious thing. There'll be more enemies to join this war, so get ready. So we eliminated them all. Oh boy, they're waiting for us at the coast. So just try to get there as fast as you can. Forget yes. Well, since you are a terrible person, you need to rest. For the sake of your health. Remember that bad pregnancy you had? Amphibious assault is successful. And she chose not to. What kind of name is that? Alarm. Ah, the genius boy. The boy genius. I'm gonna give you this. And also, regardless how you turn out, I'll give you learning education. When that time comes. Because I know what I'm gonna do with him in its future. I assume. Okay, everyone's gathered for additional reinforcement. These are the first army group. You will be heading to this region as our retinues will be heading to there. You just go straight to Baghdad. Ignoring the raiders because that's under her jurisdiction to take care of raiders, as I normally do with my vassals. All aboard! Who there? We just want to make a quick sweep of things. Oh my goodness. Again, everybody there is Bedouin. The Caliph is Shia. For Zed's claim. The claim. Zed. Yep, Sunni. It's his birthright. Patrilineally descended from Prophet Muhammad. Samara has joined. How many have joined? Only Samara. And the Greeks up there. That was a long time ago. And she was even sympathetic for Muslims then. No wonder. There's the daughter. Vikramâtittâ II. Is that how you say her name in the Tamil language? Here comes fresh reinforcements from the Indian Navy and the Indian Army. Just go deal with them. Now go straight to Baghdad. We just want to make a quick victory, and then we'll get our big old library for us. We'll use their knowledge and ours. We don't need to build another one, we'll just take it from them. I mean, I even contemplated about building a library for ourselves, but nope, we're gonna take it. As the members of our Buddhist Secret Society continues to be persecuted, in which I forgot to do the mission of blending in, but after the war I will finally get around to work to doing that. I'll go find it. Yeah, boy. Far sight. But it's whatever. And she tells me to eat more. Or I should eat more. Kind of makes me want to get rid of my wife because she's just super evil. With all these sins and whatnot and possessed loony. Yeah, I'll throw out my old clothes as I've gained a fat trait. Now we have a steel furnace in Tenkasi since the old one in Madurai is gone. It's good you did not damage it, because otherwise I would be paying for it. So we got Baghdad. Which I'm sure the threat level is so high that I can't do a thing. Yep! That high. See? After winning the invasion, and then the Holy War in Baghdad. So we did our task. Give me that. Oh, here's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna be stationed in Baghdad to protect it from raiders, and then we'll return to this area in case if there's any more religious uprisings back there. Hell, anywhere we conquered could be a potential religious uprising. It's a madhouse that we've inherited. Destruction of the House of Wisdom. The last attack on Baghdad fell the great city. This great institution has been sacked and its books destroyed. It said the river runs black with ink. Oh, the humanity. That's the university mod part of it, not this structure. So it's under our control. Although I can loot it if I wanted it to, but there's no need for that. Actually, all of its features are built. It's got the Math Philosophy Collection, Great Roads History Collection, Scribe Room, Natural Sciences Collection, there's a Watchtower Network, Poetry and Drama Collection, Architecture Collection. Yeah, they did build all the collections. Good. It's too bad they didn't build this, but... oh well. It has a very long history. But now it's owned by us. We're the new owners. But now, who's going to govern? That's the real question. By the way, what ethnicity lives there? Bedouin. Arabic. We got plenty of Arabs in the realm. Fine. Just pick any of them. Particularly Hindus. Or Jains. Who knows? A Duchy of what? Oh, that's probably a messed up text. That title was probably destroyed. Okay, here's a better one. Bedouins of my religious group. It's a better way of searching things. Anybody who's not landed and is Kshatriya. This may sound like a strange proposition, but he's Kshatriya, but this man here, who is from Sindh, he will govern the new areas of Baghdad. Even though he's a Jain, but he will do fine. I'm not sure some of you think it's like, why are you letting a Jain run Baghdad instead of a Hindu? Well, I just like to think that, I don't know, we just need somebody to, you know, keep the peace around there, since Jains are a peaceful lot. Okay, what other areas that I'm direct vassal to, because there's some counties. Oh, these two cities. Plus, I can give him all the things. Also, I have a barony of... where? Over there. Well, I'll give you that too. So, Sanadan of Baghdad is ran by a Jain who is also Secret Buddhist, so it's our fellow member. So, good to you. Yes, I hold too many duchies, because I have this minor viceroyalty, which I can't really turn it into a proper duchy and whatnot. So whoever lives there, well then, it's yours. I mean, once you die, that title goes back to me, and then I'll give it to somebody else. So read them and weep. Or actually, in this case, on this line of succession, it will go to her once he passes. So, you made a good move. So, does anyone else have a problem? No. But what we do have is that area could be ceded to him who lives over there. So there we have it. That's our expansion, and we will expand no further for the next couple of generations. And my hunting focus shall continue. And speaking of continuing, now it's about time to do this mission for the Eightfold Path, that Secret Buddhist Society. Since I'm a man of diplomacy, it's time to blend in, because I will make an effort to blend into the religious society realm to keep his society safely hidden. Starting today, I shall dedicate myself convincing to the court of my deep devoutness. In the name of the Eastern faith and Brahma, my allies in the Eightfold Path will understand. This is a necessary step if I'm ever to convince my people to see the path. I, nay, Brahma, has actually laid out before them. They will thank me later. I will make them see. Now you get all the defense packs. Put them up against me. Only one got away. Alright, who owns the Emir of Baghdad cattle? Ah, it is he. Well, once you assemble your army, when that time comes, or we could do that right now. There'll be no repercussions. Oh yes, there will be. Never mind. Well, actually, hold it! Get back over here. You can storm it, if that fortification isn't strong enough. Yeah, we just gotta take it, create the Myriad of Baghdad, and then it's his. And apparently a temple was under construction in Kerman when we took it over. It will go to you. Oh, wait a minute, you're Kshatriya Hindu. Whereas when we gave it all to the Jain Arab, he was able to take it because he's a Jain. Whereas Hindus are strict caste. Jains and Buddhists are not. So, fine. Here's your temple. As he got his people now. In which I never thought you would see Jain Arabs. I mean, that's the beauty about playing as India. And when you expand westward, you would see people of different cultures, dressed up in different garb according to their faith. So you never thought you would see a Digambara Jain Arab. Or even perhaps a Svetambara, like him. Yeah, but unfortunately we did not inherit all of these places because those belong to the Yazidis, as they are in a holy war for Javon now. So once we... Look, here's what's gonna happen. He only holds this one piece of territory here, right? Then once that war starts, we're gonna storm it and give the castle to Saladin. Hey, tell you what, since you just got the new land and you haven't been married yet, I'll get you a woman. Her, because I've seen her in a while. She's a commander of India, which she doesn't have any, skills with. But I'll give you her. You'll like her, even though she's a little older than you. And if it doesn't work out, there's concubines. It's just like having multiple wives. I've been thinking about my efforts to blend into the Eastern community, and while I'm aware what is expected of me, I'm often overcome with a desire to talk to someone. Perhaps surely she would understand my struggle. I'll summon a meeting with her. There's a good chance that it could increase the progress. But then again, she's a shy and cynical, so she doesn't really believe in the religion. All she cares about is serving Indian military. She's joined me for a walk today, and I must admit to feeling better after talking to her. While I left out the most important details of my current spiritual anxieties, she concluded our meeting by placing an encouraging hand on my shoulder. Brahma is with us. Sure, my lord. We will see, friend. Again, she thinks it's the Hindu Brahma, whereas I'm thinking of the Buddhist Brahma. They're all one and the same. Which is something we don't... I'm sure Westerners who thought they knew Buddhism throughout, and they tended to forget about Brahma, the high god. See? Nice couple. And they're both secretly Buddhist. I'm a little nervous about starting this very quick war. I don't know if making my wife spy master is a good idea, but... because, she's a crazy person. Just tell you what. It's like, yeah, we liberated the heck out of this. Hey, what if we could just... No, we can't raid it because it's in our territory and we can't raid this Willia. Well, never mind. I was just trying to do something that could get us the advantage. Anyway, let me go hunt the tiger. My mother has come to me as a friend to inquire about my well-being. I feel as though I never see her pray anymore. Is there something heavily burning your mind? She asked. I think of my true beliefs, and I kept secret in those closest to me. She's a devout Hindu. She's a member of the Advaita Mata. And she's an experienced commander for a person who's aspired to be a nun or a sannyasini. Oh, huge increase. Everything is fine. Everything is fine, Mama. I try to reassure that everything is as I should. And soon enough, we were conversing and laughing like we used to. When the evening was over, she looked at me in the eyes. It is good to see that all is well with you after all. Well, of course. Yeah, of course, even though we fought 2 big wars against the Seljuk Empire. Or what seemed to be left of it. Remember, if I start that war now, all these people, including the Christians, since we're close enough to meet them, the Zoroastrians, the Muslims, and people of the East, in fact, oh God, make it fast before they will all bum Russia. We can't raise troops here because he hasn't created any. Because it's just recently conquered, so it's going to take a while. It's not because he took non-violence very seriously. Ahimsa. That's what you mean. So, all I could say is, screw it! I just had a little stutter. You won't vassalize because of false religion and foreign culture. Well, we're just going to have to take it from you. 11 days. Please hurry the heck up. Chimid Lachavi. Nah. I got a lot on my mind. 2 days. Now assault it before they can do any serious damage to the country. And And due to the social life I camped during the tiger hunt, made it friend with this Pujari who's from Madurai County. Good times. Okay, we took it. We're able to take it before they could do any serious damage. Yes, all yours. Now remember, the steel bow infantry retinue will protect Baghdad as a recent gain in case if there's any uprisings. While you will return to there. I wonder how much we could expand before we reach the vast limit. But it all depends on the diplomacy bonus of mine. For the third time, no tigers. In order to convince the court of my commitment to Brahma, I've gone to the temple of leaves and offering at the altar of the gods. A pujari eyes me warily as I walk up the steps and enter the building. May Brahma forgive me, but I need to make a good impression here. I shall speak of their Brahma, which is my Brahma. I strew the flowers around the feet of the statue while the worshippers murmur in my presence. The pujari nods at me and bow before the ornamental sculpture. What can I tell them? In my heart I pray to Brahma for some surge of inspiration. It never comes. I hastily exit the sanctuary, leaving my people confused. That's not what I had intended. Oh boy. But then again, I did more increase than decrease. You are now the Raja of Baghdad. My old court decision. I was about to say guru, but there's no need for a guru. Alas, I have abdominal pain. Again, they call you the wise, even though you've been having bad nights as of late. To treat my abdominal pain, I carry around a bone of a chicken, tied it to a small pouch around my neck. It wards off the bad spirits. Is that what you do when you came from Africa? Something about the chickens, but again, you're Hindu and secret Buddhist like me. So don't question it. Excruciating abdominal pain has been disabling me lately, but now to come think of it, they're no longer there. Aha, the chicken treatment work. I've arranged, my African friend here, Magjin, is that how you said it? Magjin? To help me with the readings of the Mahabharata. He commented that such steadiness is evidence of the true faithful. I aim to please, as I increase the progress. Yep, did it again. My mother died, and that weapon is back in my hands. Well, in the Empire's hands. Again, it's good to know that the House of Wisdom is active. A group of courtiers spotted me praying today. As they came within earshot, I made sure to mutter the name of Brahma repeatedly. They ended up joining me in my prayer. That was unexpected. They cannot differentiate from the Hindu Brahma to the Buddhist Brahma. Oh, yes. Life is easy when you're a secret Buddhist. Don't say the Buddha's name. Just say Brahma and they'll understand. Made her kind. She has declared the invasion of Persia against Mukhtar II. I was about to say, what part of Persia? He's the despot of a despot. A Greek. I guess that was what's left of Persia. Or, no, this Persia. Khorasan wants it. Since when does she have a right to conduct invasions just like us? Maybe they're allowed to do that under that bloodline, which I do not know. And it's not because they're Persian, it's... I think bringing the Seljuks into our empire is a good investment. We are proud to hear your valiant efforts to remain an undetected member of the Eightfold Path. We are honored to count you as one of our own. Shubhasti Pantana Santu. Again, we have you under house arrest because, I don't know, just something silly. Oh yeah, it doesn't help me about the fact that I'm a truce breaker, which won't go away until the next couple of years. Nobody's got a problem with me in this empire. The Bishop of Banasa in Egypt. Non-aggression pact with them signed, I guess. With a bishop. That's just interesting. Oh, and also another thing. For him as a Jain, they cannot conduct holy wars to expand. Hey, you're in prison, so calm down and listen to me. As a secret practitioner of our religion, it is sometimes too easy to neglect your true self. For your sake of that of the Eightfold Path, we ask you to conduct a secret ceremony in honor of Brahma. Conduct secret ceremony. Okay. What secret ceremony? Oh, have to do it on this menu. As a secret worshipper of Brahma, I may prepare a small ceremony to honor my true religion. Let's do it. It'll take a while. Lechavi, Jimmy Lechavi, I remember you. Has offered to support me in my secret ceremony. For a fellow Buddhist, she writes. While I consider my response, I place the letter onto the hearth. As the flames crumble the paper, I rest my hand on a pocket where I keep my hidden figurine of the Buddha, safe and away from prying eyes. Again, you thought you were attracted to me once. But she's a zealous Taoist, despite the fact. I appreciate that gesture. One for all and all for one. Every man for himself. I light the candles while Chime, in a low voice, begins to sing a haunting melody. I bow my head, deciding resolutely that I am a true Buddhist, and this will not change. She echoes my thoughts when she finally speaks. This ceremony is much for Brahma, as it is for us. I nod as, and we join hands in prayer. Yeah, I know the exact The Three Jewels. I know what that melody is. I can hear that in my head. It's in Sanskrit that I memorized. So it was extraordinary. I become patient, which is good, especially on diplomacy. 200 devotion and clean. Rushing into action seems foolish. I've gained the patience. I'm sure the Santana Dharma Secret Hindu Society is probably just an upstart compared to this one. Now I'm an adherent. Well, meanwhile, back home, if you have a huge, large amount of money and you got nothing better to do with them, I think you should send that money to China if that opportunity ever arises. No matter how many silk trade post areas that we capture as we, continue to develop. There is none in Baghdad, so build that now. His court is a mix. Some of them Yarsan, which is becoming a fast popular thing. So there's the giant woman. Cannot invite her to court because it's under revolt. How's my son doing? I haven't heard from him in a long time, as I've been busy with the Secret Society stuff, which I'm not doing too much unless they tell me to do something in a mission. I'm only abiding by the mission. What? The problem of why they're being persecuted by getting themselves in jail because they're doing too much of that activity. That's becoming common knowledge around here. But as for me, just do it what the mission says to tell me to. Don't rush into such things. Over there. Oh my goodness. You're not doing too well. I'll donate some of that money to you. But that would take a very long time to get anything, so. Poor fact that you travel. Now, Latin Empire's brother, the Jain brother of mine, wants the Empire. And he went to Jumla, up in Nepal. Put a bounty on him. I'm sure someone in China is going to take care of that. Hope someone could take care of him. But if he doesn't die by the summer of 1170, the very beginning of summer, we gotta get the entire Indian army up. Future some there. Contracts of the Tamil book. That's the second one I've composed. What do you mean I? There's two of them then. Yeah, this is the book from the previous. Mother-in-law died. And then here's the other. Written by me. At least it's another stewardship thing. What's taking them so long? Are you in winning? Yeah, you are. But remember, can't do a dang thing. Who's our chancellor? He's a good one. Or we could find better. In fact, see that. Anybody willing to join a court with very high diplomacy? I guess that'll be... actually you. The Persian. Your chancellor now. Wait a minute. He's a Brahmin, isn't he? I failed to notice his clothes. Or I could say, screw it, go get one of your own. Who is my legal tutor? Oh, wait a minute, he's the best one, but... Okay, look for Kshatriya or Vaishya. That one you should have invited. Now get him over here. Even though he's currently a student. Until he gets out of hiding. Actually, we found someone better. Even... oh, someone younger. Okay. Let's try her. Very high diplomacy, therefore vaster monthly decay. At least slightly faster. I've yet to get a single event that's from the hunting focus, you know, the white tiger and whatnot. That's why I was hoping that would pop up, but it has not. Yazidi uprising. A big one. Yep, Yazidis will be taking over that region. Used to be a Crusader kingdom, then was taken over by the Empire of Chaldea, the former Byzantine Empire. I like my philosophy better. And hopefully this is a chance that I may go to the, now that's a dynasty name I have not seen in a long time. They used to originate from Egypt. Hopefully this is a chance to go out drinking again with my son, who is still not old enough to be drinking with me. Yes, it happened on a previous episode. Do you think I was just making stuff up? No, it actually happened. It happened during the invasion of Persia. But I have different ways to give it a stress now. You got your own levies now, right? Still in the making. What the? Theodosiopoulos. Oh, it's a powerful count who's yet to create a duchy for himself. He's an eager believer. They've yet to give me another mission. And I'm sure some of you are still thinking, it's like, why do you have her under house arrest? Well, one, she's still 43 years young, and I would like to rank up the preacher and be a good enough member where I'm worthy to be the society heir of sorts. Oh, no, you're longer stressed even though you're possessed, lunatic, and have all the bad traits. Return the favor. And again, in addition of having this House of Wisdom realm, there's a rare event that it could happen. It happened to me a few times during the Assyrian series. The last one, which is not like that Assyria. No. Up the cavalry. And definitely up on the construction, which now we have the best hospital in the world. Extended wards. An extensive project of rebuilding to expand and rationalize the layout of the hospital. Now, no disease can come to Cholamandalam ever. Ever. Thank God for my gregarious trait. And it appears he will attack. Even though he lives right here. Okay, that's it. Rally point here. Get everybody over here. He's coming. We couldn't stop him, man. Makran? They chose Hinduism over Islam. Good. Okay, we are hopeful that Nigranta Boya is, or Boja is of the right mindset and quality character to become one of us. We need powerful allies of the cause. It is your mission to show him the light. He's from Suragiri, which is, oh, not far from here. Okay. Listen, you are not really a true giant in any stretch of imagination. And you tell me to induct him to the true faith. So, I would have to spend devotion for this. I have arranged for one of my spies to leave a tome of the Brahmacana with an anonymous note in the chambers of the New Grantha. If the tome is left open on the passage, which Bulger finds relevant, hopefully he'll find the truth in the holy words. But what might catch his eye? Figuring he's a religious man. A passage on ethics and philosophy. Hope it works. My spies brought me some outstanding news. Apparently he did read it. He reads it every night and seems to worship Brahma, like we do, in secret. My plan succeeded. Well, it's time for him to join us, if he's willing. If he says no, I understand. I covered my face before prayer, and once at a temple I sat down next to him. At the end of the service, I grabbed his hand and drew the holy symbol of Brahma with my finger in his palm. Afterwards, he followed me into a deserted alley where I revealed my identity and invited him to join us, and he said yes. Another champion of Brahma joins our ranks. We're nearly 100 members. Incoming. He's right here. Nearly 30,000 strong troops of the Rajatera's host. And I like how it says, well, good luck with that, which is usually what it does when somebody from here creates a host as they're off to a foreign land. But he created it right here in Tamilakam. Yeah, that's what we're up to. As the threat is now real, and as we assemble together, in which many more will come, but we'll leave the retinues behind. Sounds rowdy, so I hope you don't become dull, otherwise you'll be quick. Well, time to stop my brother. Wherever the hell he's going. Even though it says, hey, Chola Mandalam's this way. But don't give him any ideas. Okay, that's the first army group. March through here. The elephant's gone crazy. He's running amok in the town outside of the castle. He's already killed several people. What shall we do? Capture it! Is it possible to capture the crazy beast? It's killed several more people and planned a couple of buildings and then ran off to the countryside. Had to pay for the damages, and the peasants are a little mad, even though it's a very prosperous land, which it will never be revolted. Just put me here front and center. Actually, she belongs front and center. She's direct leader. Okay, fine. Put me on this flank. And then a cavalryman here. What? There ain't nothing wrong with him. And they say he's been slandering him. That man? Well, he seems like a nice but greedy fella, but he's done good deeds. I'll keep it to myself. March on. We're going to be heading straight for the bulk of their army. Baghdad is next. One more battle shall do. Head to the Kalinga territory. That's where they're going. Oh yeah, you created this god dang title. Can't reset it for whatever reason. I'll figure out the name of that. Oh, it was Merv. It's Merv. I'm just gonna call it Merv because that's what that area is in consists of, right? Did you part of? There you go. Even though in actuality, there's two Mervs. I think that was Kabulistan. No, no, no. You got it all wrong. I don't know. There's two Mervs now. Now they're going to Andalusia to finish off the reconquest. No, not really. But I'll make quick work of it. Get my brother. Okay, we defeated them, but now let's go defeat them in Kalinga territory. Because that's where I think they will make their last stand. Now, liberate the territory so we can win it. There we go, 100% war score. We win. Okay, committed a crime against the Empire, so therefore... Look, executing would be kinslaying, so don't do that. It would be better just to throw him in the oubliette, because dying in a dungeon doesn't give you kinslayer. Right? Well, just assume yes. Right? Because I may not have the knowledge of everything every time. Oh, here's something to spend money on. And drink from the fountain of youth just to, you know, remain youthful. Now the Yazidis have taken over Samara. Still waiting for another mission. move to this area. If that place could have a potential revolt springing up. When are you turning 12? This December. Now we have a trade governor again. They beat the Seljuks again. And he's a master seducer because he felt he could get away with it. None of them are. But then again, he's got nobody to have interbreed with. Because that's what Zoroastrians do. There are sun uprising there, but they'll be put down. Hey, what you doing? Oh, did your war over Elam. Did I say Elam? No, it's Elam. Elam is the Tamil name for Lanka. Sometimes. He deserves a proper funeral for my old dog. You're going for learning, because we need to put that learning skill to use, because you are future war genius. But there's people that could give you a potentially better education for learning. Get me a guru. Should I or should I not? I was about to say, what if the Secret Sunni... No. The Secret Sunni Society has no significant presence in India itself. But he's Hindu, so secret Hindus won't get him despite the fact that he's already Hindu. But, there could be others. I could still get him in. It doesn't matter, he could be getting in anyhow, so... No. The rest are too great for me and him and both. No. Just let him go on his free will. He's a genius. He'll figure something out. He ain't stupid. Elam. That's how you pronounce that region. Not Elam. Damn hope. I have a habit of putting in the dungeon because I don't want to be killing folks. Don't want to, beat the records. So here's our guru. Well, teach my son, will you? What's your name? You're about as wise as my African friend. Dude, teach that boy what he knows. Because with your learning skill, hopefully you can get that learning education right up there. My wife's been murdered. She had it coming. But since it was by this man, Raja Muru, hopefully you could bring him to justice. Or there's going to be hell to pay. Oh yeah, I gotta give it to... No? Well, I guess it's gonna remain an independent Not intimate. Just a vassal of its own. Wait a minute, what the heck's going on over there? Did the Secret Buddhist Society just decided to reveal itself? Yep! The old one died in prison, so therefore, they say the task is complete. Let's reveal ourselves now. So, we're Buddhists now. My son will remain Hindu because, dodge that opportunity. He has a slightly different symbol because of a Buddhist. And it kind of makes me wonder, he's kind of a nice guy and everything. We have a genius son. Daughter isn't far from it. I'm thinking about joining that Buddhist society because you got so much good diplomacy skills that you need to put that to good use. I mean, I don't have a wife anymore. No reason to get remarried. I think it's a logical option. In about a few years, diplomacy skills are going to skyrocket way up. And then, I think it is a logical option to join that Buddhist monastic society, the Chola Sangha, which will be in a few months. Which we'll do that in the next episode. I will cut it short soon. Because we want the next episode to focus on him to become a devout Buddhist until his children grows up, and then oh, by the way, son. Yeah. Oh yeah, the guru's Buddhist now, so having a Buddhist guru is good. It's good to have him. Which pretty much tells you, yeah, they got to him too, and we didn't know it. That was fast. So I did not bring my son in, so he will remain Hindu for the time being. Wow. Female duelist. Oh, look at that. Some of the provinces. This was predominantly Hindu in this part of the south, but now it's Buddhist. Yep, Buddhism has returned in some areas, not all. We know that area is. So is that Telugu Buddhist? Does that include? No Gujarati Buddhists. Which I believe Gujarati Buddhists in India today are probably extremely rare. So again, we will stop at July 7th, which the first act of the next episode will be joining that. Again, I can't do anything else because it's red level, so I gotta do something else for the time being. Okay, stop right here. So we will end the episode on that note. Oh, I forgot. The Arab friend of ours. Raiders. Oh yeah, with them Buddhists, you can do holy wars now if you wish to. You do have enough karma for that. But they have his son. I feel bad for you, so don't worry, I'll make it up to you. I will make it up to you one day. Somehow, some way. But anyways, yeah, with that note, they call him the Terrible. But people will think him back fondly as he will become a devout Buddhist, even though he's a little on the fat side here. But he's got good skills for diplomacy, which will be well suited to be the member of the Saraga Sangha. As it will happen on the next episode of Chola for United India and the western parts of the ever-expanding empire to the west. So all that and more as we, sooner or later, get ready for the future reign of Vijaya, who is the boy genius. That's is going. Let's just say myself and my son, India and the West will be enlightened, hopefully. But until then, so long for now.